Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So we're back in our surprise, we're hunting around. After losing our Trincomalee in a most unfortunate match, that was still a lot of fun, and got to showcase a much better player than myself. We are now on the lookout to acquire another frigate. Larger frigate. Surprise is right for our crew numbers, but I figure by the time we actually are able to get another one, because we were quite lucky in getting the frigate, not so much in terms of the skill required to get it, but finding one on its own was very lucky. So we are just hunting around local ports. We have come out of English Harbour, and we are looking to probably take a Spanish one. Potentially a French one, though we're going to come and have a look around some of these outlying locations. Might head up to Plymouth when the wind's a bit more favourable. So we're excited, we're raring to go. Our connection's actually working again, which is nice, to say the least. After yesterday with the lag, it feels much nicer. I'm at the wrong island. I did not realise this was Plymouth. Right, well, that orientates us a little bit better. I'm still learning my way round. We aren't too worried about mods on the Surprise at the moment. We can get another Surprise relatively easily if we have to. We'll have the money for it. I've equipped it with 12 pounds at the front, 12 pounds on the lower deck, 6 pound cannons on the top deck, and 6 pound on the rear. Yes, people discussing their favourite maps. Personally, I just jump into Google Maps, do it that way. Even if you don't have the exact place name, most places have something named after it in that location. You can just, do a quick search, type in the name of whatever island it is, or if you don't know the island, just the Caribbean in general, and that tends to bring up something. In the meantime, we'll take a break here, and when we get on to something exciting, I'll be back. See you shortly. Continuing on our journey, we sail into French waters. Haven't actually been out this way through Camp de Roy and past Basse-Terre. Excellent, so we've spotted a battle in the distance. There's a few English ships patrolling around, and presumably the odd French ship as well. And yes, apparently optimized rudders don't do very much, which is slightly annoying. However, there was some variety in terms of being able to reduce shot speed quite significantly, by about 12 seconds apparently, which is quite phenomenal. Makes a huge impact on the amount of damage you can put out. Right, so we're going to find out if we can jump into this match, and we'll jump in and see what's going on. Might be something, might be nothing, you never know. We've been preying on the odd AI ship. Not too much has been forthcoming, at least that we want to spend time on. Excellent, it's a fight between Great Britain and the French. Let's jump into this. Oop. Nice view of the inside. It's just some AI having a fight. It appears that we have jumped in before they've even started. And in a slightly less optimal position than you'd expect. Alright, well, we'll just play this out, I suppose. Navy Brig is quite nice. We might get some experience from it, probably about 100 or something. Though it is downwind of us. less than thrilled to see that. Anytime there's an enemy ship downwind, I just don't want to deal with it, to be honest. Really? My team's shooting me. And tearing up my sails. That's just great. So we're going to begin working our way slowly back towards them. Hopefully at least we'll be able to get in range and take some decent shots. Just wait for him to fire this volley, then we'll get a bit of a turn going on so we can actually get a broadside off against him. The odd hit there, nothing too spectacular. The air constantly turning into the wind just is so annoying. So difficult for us to put, kind of close the distance. If we do, we run the risk of getting pushed back, of course, like this, because we didn't have the speed, apparently. This could take a while. I will probably cut this video and bring it back once we've sunk this blighter. See you all shortly. Well, that was ridiculous. It took 15 minutes to kill the Navy Brig. It just wouldn't die and just sat massively downwind of us. Not to mention we got shot up a lot by our AI counterparts. They were very enthusiastic, but their aim was slightly off. Anyway, we're probably going to patrol these French waters for a little bit and see what we can find. Apparently, Mr. Duran is on, so I'm hoping not to run into any of the Duran's rakers. You know, I feel in French territory we're less likely to run into them than, say, English or Spanish. Something. Yes, it is. It's just a cutter, though. We get like 30 experience from killing a cutter, and it'll probably take us 5 minutes, which at the moment is not really worthwhile if we can find a better fight. They'll be exiting the port shortly anyway, so I guess we can always come back to them. You know, a snow and a Navy Brig, that would actually be a challenge. I would go so far as to say they may actually be able to win. If we were to engage in a fight. But you know what, we'll jump in, we'll see how it goes. It'll certainly be more interesting than that last one. So I will show you guys, see if we've actually improved by playing in the Trincomalee, or whether it's let our skills, at least against the AI, slip. Looking forward to getting a Trincomalee back, though. Just wait until we're a little bit closer. And we really want to maintain the wind advantage. They've decided that they want to fight us. Excellent, excellent. Now we do want to park it, though, otherwise they're just going to overshoot us. We can get in a position where we're a bit turned. Alrighty. So, snow and a Navy Brig. Well, they put out a fair whack of firepower. And it's really hard. Really? I'm sorry about that, guys. That's just... It's 2 AM. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. They'll be able to put out a ton of firepower. It'll be absolutely ludicrous. And then after this, I really should head off. We have not had much luck hunting players today. In fact, we have only actually seen a few British players. It's a nice ship. I do like the Surprise. It's a bit awkward though, having the 12 range long guns on the bottom and then the 6-pounders up on top, because it restricts how high you can shoot. So we'll be looking to crush the snow as quickly as possible, and then focus on the Navy Brig after that. Once again, I think the Navy Brig may be slightly better armoured than the Snow, but that's only a feeling, so I haven't checked the stats on it, to be quite frank. And now they're available, so I really should. I'll have to get them both in the same port. I think I've only got a Snow in one of my nearby ports at the moment. Sorry, Navy Brig in one of my nearby ports. I think the only snow I have is all the way up at Tortuga. Which is actually a place that I'll be heading once we get another Trincomalee, because that was an excellent hunting ground. It has a lot of opportunity there. Alright, never mind, the Navy Brig is closer to us, so we will park ourselves and get to work on them pretty much once we're in range. Let's remember to put a rolling fire on. Be a little while before the snow is able to join us, which is good. Still a little bit short for double, though we will be able to bring it to bear here. Okay, so that should be reaching them now. A little touch of damage, but not too much. Alright, they're going to peel away, try and put some distance between us while spinning around. Fairly standard play. Not that we follow that at all, even though it would probably save us a heck of a lot of damage. Working on closing the gap here. Fortunately, we haven't gotten the snow's guns on us yet. Though we'll have to be careful once we do, make sure we balance the amount of damage we're taking. Work on our positioning a little bit. It's a bit of a blind shot, but I would have hoped we'd do a little better than we did. Very wild shots there by the snow. Keep straight on for as long as possible. Actually inflicting a little bit of damage there. We may have to look at boarding one of these ships. If we do, it'll be ideally be the Snow. As we've basically sunk this Navy Brig, which is good. See if we can go slow, get ourselves turned around here. Give them one more volley before they sink. Actually, never mind, they can probably recover from this point. Knowing the AI and its tricky sea ways. Alright, now we can move on to the Snow. We didn't take as much damage as I had anticipated, but that's one of the advantages of having the wind. A lot of their shots were wide. This hurt. I suspect the AI only use ball shot most of the time. I have never seen them do enough damage to make me think it was double. You never know, of course. That is not to say, of course, that AI Trincomalis have not eaten us in the past. They certainly do. And we haven't had the pleasure, or misfortune, depending on how you look at it, to face a ship of the line yet. I've been present in battles, but I stayed well away from them. Probably want to do a little bit more damage to this Navy Brig, because I think it's actually going to keep sailing. However, that is going to be a problem for another death stimulator. Future death stimulator, to be exact. And I mean, future death stimulator will blame it on past death stimulator that we didn't just sink them then. Instead decided to continue to pursue the Snow. But there won't be anything they can do about it. That was a serious ricochet we just suffered. That shot bounced away like you wouldn't believe. This looks like about perfect distance for us. Missing some of those last shots coming off the end of our ship. We're a little bit too long to go toe-to-toe in terms of shot. Sorry, not toe-to-toe. We can of course go toe-to-toe with the Snow, but a lot of our shots are wasted because we aren't angling ourselves properly. We want to get a gradual turn going, so as we fire, we get all firing at roughly the same point. However, when sitting broadside to broadside, the snow trades a little bit worse than we do. Not enough, of course, to really change the outcome. But enough to make it felt. We honestly should just board them at this point. In fact, we will. We've easily got the superior crew here, so this won't be an issue. We'll gun them down, that'll reduce them enough. We won't have to worry. Alright, there we go. It would be a little suspicious if we drop below 200. Not suspicious, surprised. Another S word. And yeah, the brig sunk. Excellent. We can get some repairs underway. And then exit this before the snow sinks. And send it back. Either Charlestown or English Harbour, one of the two. Next time we're back at English Harbour, we also need to make a trip round to close out our St. John's port. There is absolutely no reason that we should have it open anymore. It's a pain to get to, it's a pain to dock with due to the fact that shallows go out so far. The fact that it is a shallow water port means that we can't bring anything bigger than a snow into it. I think they changed one of the ports recently, and somebody was saying they got a ship in but could no longer get it out. Which would be rather vexing. Right, we'll leave that battle. So we lost a few crew, so we're down by about, what, 50? Or 40? I think it's 240 on a surprise. Got a little bit of XP, and an alright module, and a snow. Send to outpost. No, stop sending stuff. Why are there two things at St. John's? There shouldn't be any. English Harbour. Yeah, we processed the vessel. Our rudder's not great. It's alright. In the meantime, we'll wrap it up there. As usual, it's been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. And I'll see you all next time.